the media has been doing random interviews where they give the microphone to random people and the random people say what they feel. And if you've been keenly watching through those interviews, as I have been watching, then you realize that the message has been impeach both of them.
But they don't downplay your method of data collection. Observation is a primary source of data collection.
It begins there.
Yes, in fact, they are observational studies. They are scientific studies for that matter.
Yes.
As for what you refer to as random, that is also a perfect way of gathering information, which means someone can say, you didn't select, you didn't predetermine, you randomly selected. Now, if you randomly select, and that is the response that you say you have garnered, there is credence to it. It is not something that you can ignore.
Yes.
Yes.
But I think the members of parliament had a different opinion. The members of parliament had a predetermined opinion when they were going for public participation. And I believe our members of parliament have lost the true understanding of what public participation is. The members of parliament in Kenya wameacha kuwa wajumbe. Because mjumbe comes from the word ujumbe. And the work of mjumbe ni kutoa ujumbe ambayo imetoka kwa wananchi kupeleka kwa bunge. Bunge ya ujumbe ambayo imeletwa na wajumbe. But now our members of parliament are bringing ujumbe to the people. All right? They've reversed the role. They are the ones informing the public rather than the public informing them. They forgot that they were elected to represent the public and that the public is the one that they are representing in parliament. You
do know that when you represent the public, there's the element of accountability that comes along with it. And if you look at those whom we refer to as elected leaders, they are loath to any form of accountability, completely loath to it. They abrogated that particular function a long time ago. They replaced it with impunity, meaning, as you see with great clarity, they will decide what they want to do and they expect you, the electorate, to follow. That is how our elected leaders have fashioned themselves over time. And the only time when they were shaken out of this particular mental condition that they have is during the Gen Zs, when the Gen Zs invaded parliament. That's when they actually got shaken. Now, in my mind, they seem to think that it is over. I don't think they understand that it has actually just begun. This thing is far from over.
You see, this is City together with Latif. This is no longer a Gen Z issue, as you've correctly observed. The Gen Z may have begun it, but the public, millennials, Generation X's, and all other people have said these children are right. Whatever they are saying is true. And it has been picked up by the rest of the nation. So if there is ever going to be an Occupy Parliament Season 2, it will not just be Gen Zs. It will be Kenyans. And it will be dangerous. This week, I'm beginning a campaign. And the campaign is for reconstitution of IEBC, because we want to recall members of parliament because they no longer represent the voice of the people.
Welcome back to Morara TV. So in today's video, we are going to feature what Morara Kebaso was just exposed, and it was very clear that indeed through the observation, which is one of the primary method of data collection, the random media interviews which were being taken across the country, people were saying that impeach put. So when Morara Kebaso arrived at Bomas, he also saw something like that happen, but the event which was organized in and managed to go in a particular direction was already done, and that's why he's injured and he's having an injured neck till today. So the events of Bomas exposed a lot of things which happen in these countries, especially in politics. That shows that indeed politics of deceiveness and lies has not ended yet in Kenya. Politics of corruption, politics of bribery is not yet over in Kenya, because things which were exposed in Bomas it was very clear that the event was organized to go in a particular direction. So Morara Kebaso has exposed that, and is expected to be announcing his moves in the future, but he has not yet exposed them. So you have to keep it more at TV as we await the coming days to hear what Morara Kebaso has to say.